Welcome back to Chasing Shadows. Today we're going straight into one of the longest running mysteries we've got. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, that massive hairy figure that people have been spotting in the woods for generations. Is there something really out there? Something large, intelligent, and the reigning champion at hide and seek? Or are we all just seeing what we want to see in the shadows of the trees? We're going to dig in deep, the origins, the strongest evidence, and what's happening right now in 2026, the active investigations, the theories on both sides, and why this story refuses to go away. So throw on your headphones and maybe a flashlight, and let's walk into the forest together. Bigfoot didn't start with blurry videos or reality TV. Indigenous nations have carried stories of wild, hairy people for centuries. Sasquatch in Salish languages literally means wild man. Early settlers and loggers were already swapping tales of giants in the mountains. The modern version kicks off in 1958 near Bluff Creek, California. Logger Jerry Crew finds massive footprints. He makes plaster casts. The paper gets a hold of them, and suddenly we have a name: Bigfoot. Then 1967 happens. Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin are riding through Northern California when they spot a large, hairy figure crossing a clearing. Patterson grabs a camera, films about 59 seconds of it walking away, and then turning to look right at them. That footage is still the most debated piece of cryptid media ever made. Skeptics say suit. Believers say, look at the muscle ripple, the arm swing, the way the head turns. Good luck pulling that off in 1967 with a rented gorilla costume. After that, the floodgates open. Books like John Green's Sasquatch, The Apes Among Us start treating it seriously, compiling reports, maps, casts, analysis. TV shows jump in, Finding Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot, and pop culture runs wild. Harry and the Hendersons, Smallfoot, even Bigfoot beef jerky. We all roll our eyes, but we keep watching. We keep hoping. Because deep down, wouldn't it be kind of amazing if there really was a giant, undiscovered primate just out there, avoiding us like we're the loud neighbors? Now let's get past the jokes and look at the evidence that's actually on the table. Footprints are the backbone. The Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, or BFRO, has thousands of casts in their database. The best ones are Class A. They're close range, detailed, and they show things like dermal ridges, like fingerprints on the soles, and a mid-tarsal break, a flexible joint humans don't have. Some casts are eerily consistent across states and decades, and sightings keep rolling in. Early 2026 BFRO reports include a Class A close encounter in Wisconsin near Kettle Moraine. In 2005 in Virginia, Marines saw an 8-foot figure in the trees. In Hudson Valley, researchers claiming over 300 sightings in New York alone, with a recent juvenile reported in Elizaville. Pennsylvania had a daylight sighting on I-80. Witness watched it cross the highway like it had places to be. Audio and evidence is huge. Wood knocks, howls, rock throws are standard expedition fare. A viral Montana clip shows something big answering a knock. Shasta County howls from 2006 are still referenced all the time. And there are plenty of videos and photos. Trail cams catch glimpses. A Michigan clip from 2025 went viral again this year, being called the clearest yet. The creature stares right at the camera, then calmly walks off. Some call it a bear, some say hoax. But what makes this one extra unsettling for a lot of people is the backstory that's spread online. The person who supposedly set up the camera and posted the footage reportedly went missing shortly afterward. In some versions of the story, a missing person flyer for that same individual was found near the same trail cam location in the woods. Now, that missing poster part is mostly from viral reposts and social media threads, not something the BFRO or major researchers have confirmed. It's the kind of eerie add-on that turns a cool clip into, wait, did Bigfoot take the guy who filmed him? You know, classic internet mystery fuel. Whether it's real or just a spooky rumor, it definitely makes you lean in a little closer to the screen. Other evidence includes hair, scat, tree structures, stick signs, and nests. But no body, no clear DNA. But the patterns are stubborn. 7 to 10 feet tall, bipedal, shy, mostly nocturnal. 2026 is surprisingly busy for Bigfoot hunters. BFRO just released its expedition schedule. Florida in March, Arkansas, South Carolina, Tennessee, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Missouri, British Columbia, Ohio, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Wisconsin, West Virginia. Real boots on the ground, hunts with calls, knocks, and bait. One of the shows we mentioned earlier, Expedition Bigfoot, is in season 6 and airing right now on Discovery. The teams moved focus to Washington after promising leads, using thermal, drones, and the works. Episode titles like Why Are They Here and Warning Signals make you wonder if Bigfoot's starting to notice them back. On the science side, a recent data scientist paper argued most sightings match black bears standing upright, but BFRO pushes back. Class A reports consistently show height, gait, and features that don't match bears. It's the same loop we've been in for 60 years. Tantalizing, yet never conclusive. So what do people actually think is going on? Believers have a few camps. Some say undiscovered primate, maybe a descendant of Gigantopithecus, a giant ape from Asia. Others go interdimensional. Bigfoot pops in and out of reality. A few whisper government cover-up, with protecting the species or the habitat. Some even tie it to UFOs or ancient legends. Skeptics keep it simple. Hoaxes, with costumes and fake tracks. Misidentifications, with bears. Psychological, with expectation bias and pareidolia. Seeing what you want to see in the woods. No fossil record. No roadkill. No unambiguous DNA. So what's my take? There's no smoking gun. No body. No clear DNA. No undeniable video in the age of smartphones. But the sheer number of consistent reports across cultures, across time, makes you really wonder. If it's real, we're talking about a large, intelligent primate that's managed to avoid us for centuries. If it's not, then why do so many sober, credible people swear on their lives that they saw it? The search keeps going. Expeditions, trail cams, databases, and maybe that's the real mystery. Whether Bigfoot exists, or whether we just really want him to. That's our deep dive into Bigfoot, with legends, evidence, theories, and a little bit of, come on, really? Have you ever had a weird experience in the woods? Heard knocks? Saw something you still can't explain? Send it in. I'll feature listener stories in the future. Thanks for hanging out with me on Chasing Shadows. Stay curious, stay safe, and if you're hiking this weekend, maybe look over your shoulder just in case. Until next time.